Hello, you lovely lot. How are we doing? Are we good? I've turned the light in the background behind me on for the first time in forever, and I think I prefer it, chat. Does the lighting look different today to usual? Like, if I look, this is very minor. Like, if I go and turn off the light in the background, what's better? This is the light we normally have. It's a bit moody. I feel like I'm on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I think I like it brighter. Is that controversial? Also, I really should set up the auto exposure. I think it looks pretty good. I think the lighting actually looks really good in this room today. I don't know why. There's nothing changes in the room. It should look the same every day, and it just doesn't. But how are you lot doing anyway? Are we good? Are we here? YouTube, are you alive? Are we alive on YouTube? We should be. Hopefully we are, because I've hit the go live button. So if that hasn't worked, then panic. Also, I think Briar looks better. Is that controversial? I feel like the lighting looks very professional, dare I say. How's the dog doing? He's very upset I've left him to come stream. But I'm hoping he'll get over it. What have I just knocked on the floor, chat? You know what? Doesn't matter. Whatever it is, it's not important. The dark one looks like a chill late night stream, but I feel like I'm in the daytime here. Chat, I'm getting my holy. I don't know what I've knocked on the floor. I'll just assume it's not something the dog's going to eat. Is that a gamble? Probably. I'm sure it'll be fine. Hi, Jack. I'm currently playing in Gibraltar with Hound Dogs, and I'm devastated that the Pepe Reyes Cup has been renamed to the Gibraltarian Cup. Mate, game's gone. Why have you told me that? You've ruined it for me. You've ruined it for me. I've got my water supply for my holy. Oh, Nux, you are far too kind. Nux, what players do you need in MFL that you're telling me I look beautiful? Go on. Chat. Oh, gotta get the holy. Gotta get the holy. Chat, I'm really sad today. Because I fancied cake, so I ordered cake on delivery and it arrived crushed. And I feel like that's like a metaphor for how today's stream could go. I've heard of a car crash of a stream. Maybe this will be a cake crush of a stream. Does anyone else ever just crave cake? That's probably, you know what, definitely unique to me. Let's go to Football Manager. Let's go to Football Manager. How are you lot all doing, though? What was more crushed, the cake or my dreams? Well, to be honest, I still ate a little. Chat, to be fair, like half the cake was crushed, but was still kind of edible. And it was like a big cake, like from a bakery. I got a full refund on it. So, very shout out to delivery. They did actually give me a refund on it. It's the second delivery in a row with them, but they've messed it up. I say they. I don't know if it's the driver or the packaging company. So, pro tip, everyone, if you want a free cake from Deliveroo, just order a cake, smash half of it up, and you'll get a full refund. Don't do that. That's an unethical life hack, isn't it, really? They're going to look at their day and go, there's a spike in cake crushings lately. I had my cake and ate it. Minty, thank you for the resub. Ordering cake on Deliveroo is peak Tory behaviour. I'll tell you what, we're green in my neighbourhood now. Up the greens. Let's not go into politics today. It just makes me depressed. Did I have to say 6-7 to the driver? Not this time, no. Right, did I do a tweet saying we're live? I did. Right, chat, today we've got a transfer special. For people who missed last stream, we had a crazy run to end the season last night. We won 5 games on the bounce that I did not expect us to win. Like, we had to play some of the big dogs. And as a result of that, we not only secured Champions League football next year, we ended up finishing second. Which I think is huge, because with £12 million, that's upped our ability to sign players. And we actually left things at the end of our stream with us hopefully signing Daisuke Maruyama from Cerezo Osaka. I like the look of this guy. He's in the Japan national team. There's a lot of players in the Japan national team I can't sign, but this guy has caps. He's not currently in the team, but I can pick him up. So I think it's worth it. For my wife's 25th birthday, I sent her a large Tesco triple chocolate cake via Royal Mail to where she was living in Sweden at the time, and it was slightly crushed when it arrived, but more importantly, very edible. To be fair, like, the cake just gets crushed when you chew it up anyway, doesn't it, really? So I think it's fine. Did I see the Celtic penalty last night? I didn't, Stephen. Everyone asks my opinion on that. I just don't watch Scottish football. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I might tune in for the final game of the season because it's a bit of drama, but Scottish football is just not something that interests me, I'm afraid to say. Which I feel like I shouldn't say too loudly because Whitey will turn up and go, well, you're not getting any more kits off me. So maybe we shouldn't say it too loudly. Also, Chuck, got to give the holy a shake. How are you lot doing anyway, though? How are we? How was your Thursdays? What's happening on Friday? Have you got weekend plans, chat? Has anyone got anything going on this weekend? Hey, Hurdy, dude. I appreciate the love over in the YouTube chat. Still love the Town Hall Town Save. Chat, I tried to watch the Town Hall Town Save back recently. It felt weird watching it without being able to see my face. Like, admittedly, like, the camera quality has got way better since the first videos where we had face cam. But it did feel weird. I mean, there is the FA Cup, Subnautica 2. Is Forza out yet? I know it leaks. I'm not, you know, I'm not about that pirate life. Also, Ando's announced he's leaving. I think we scouted that guy at the end of last stream. Is Forza out yet? Excuse me. Norwegian National Day on Sunday, so going out to drink. Oh, take me with you. Forza 6 is out if you paid extra, so it's not out. Chat, Maruyama's accepted an offer from Seodo Osaka to turn down the release clause I paid. Fuck off. Am I allowed to save? We're not save skimming, chat. We're not. Can I go back in time and give him a bigger contract offer? Daisuke Maruyama turned down our offer to sign a new deal. It'd been an easy choice as he believes our stature in the game isn't big enough. What do you mean? They finished 12th, son. They have not finished higher than 6th in like the last decade. And we've just finished 2nd, and our stature in the game isn't big enough. Fuck off. I'm fine. I'm fine. Going to Vegas for work on Sunday. It looks better written down than it is in real life. I guess it depends on your work. I've never been to Vegas, chat. I don't know if I'm really missing out. I'm not sure it's my vibe. I've got a very traumatic job to do tomorrow, chat. We are selling the bed at home, our current bed, and getting an upgraded bed. But I need to disassemble the bed. I'm not like a techie person. The person who's buying the bed is also going to be present to help with moving it and stuff. But I'll be honest, not really looking forward to it. Who am I backing for the NHL playoffs? I think the Avs. I think the Avs monkey work. They look very good against the Wild. Chat, I'm like the least techie person in the world. Not that taking apart a bed is particularly techie. It's just, you know, it's not my wheelhouse. Right, when do the guys that we've already agreed to sign join? They join on the 2nd of July. I have a lot of players. So you might be sat here thinking, well, chat, the first team, 20 players. You need to add some players. I dumped a load of players in the reserves last stream that we kind of need to sell. What's so special about the new bed? It's just bigger. The current bed that I have in this house with Wok is a double bed that I got when I was a single male and carefree during the pandemic. And between myself, a wife, and a dog who thinks he owns half the bed, the double bed isn't big enough anymore. We need room for Milo, chat. Blame the dog. Nuremberg 24-hour qualifying is into the last hour at the moment. I forgot that was on. It's the races this weekend as well, isn't it? I'll tell you what, chat. It's really annoying when F1 has these massive breaks, isn't it? I feel like Miami was quite a good race. I got into it, and then it's just you know, 3-week gap to... Is it Canada up next? Right. I'm about to try and sell our current foreign players that we signed this year and I don't think are good enough anymore. We'll see if there's much interest. I'm a bit worried I'm not going to be able to sell them, and that's going to be challenging. You should sleep on the sofa and give Milo your side of the bed. You joke, but that, you know, occasionally one of us does sleep on the sofa to let the other person sleep. The dog lets you sleep on his bed. I know. He's a benevolent leader of the household. Akeda wants to move to Southampton, mate. You can't go to Southampton. Oh, chat, he's in the last year of his contract, though. How did I not spot that? Did I not pre-agree a new contract with him? He has a minimum release clause of 2 million. Right. Who else do I need to worry about here? Okay, no one else has, like, a contract running out imminently. Oh, that's so stupid. I mean, if a team bids 2 million, I'll let Akeda go. I'll be quite upset about it, but it's kind of fine. They weren't offering enough money. How about this? 2 million. Mate, if they pay your release clause, you can just leave. They were spying on his contract. Very good. Get the spy comments out, chat. Right. Transfers wrap up in a week. I'm hoping we get some bids on those international players that I've just offered out. Maybe we'll have to wait for like the transfer windows to start opening elsewhere. Koike's not really good enough for us. Is Fukuyama good enough? No. I probably should look to sell these guys. Hey, Whitey's here, Whitey. I've definitely not said anything derogatory about Scottish football this stream. Definitely not. If chat suggests anything to the contrary, they're lying. Okay. I want to get rid of these guys, and I don't think I'm going to get bids on them. I think I need to wait for the window to open. Also, Hyodo here, mate. You need a new deal. That deal is not long enough. You know what? We'll wait until the 1st of July to start renewing deals. Because then I can have it kicking at the end of the season. How is watching the opposition train any different from the scout watching play at the end of a normal league season? Because you can see how they're setting up, John. You could see how they're setting up. You could scout potential injuries. Like you could see stuff like their formation if they're going to play something radically different. At the end of the day, chat, regardless on if you think what Southampton did is like acceptable, unacceptable, or like just marginal gains, the bottom line is it's against the rules. And the teams know the rules. Like it's quite different to when Leeds did it because the rules didn't include it then. Especially stuff like set pieces. Set pieces, I mean, you can learn a lot from watching a team set pieces. Hey, Cal, how's it going? Do I think they'll be kicked out of the playoffs? It's so interesting, chat, because I don't really know what the correct proportionate punishment would be. But obviously, there's been the whole statement, and then there's probably going to be appeals lodged. Like, I feel sorry for Hull fans who have booked their hotel and their train, assuming the playoff final won't move. Right, 600k for Vargas. We signed him for 100k. He's not been that good, and I've got a better foreign striker coming in. Chat, the Vargas era has lasted not very long. I've got to pay some of his wages, but you know what? For a player who literally I won't be able to play next year, I'm going to take the profit and run. We might not even make a profit once those wages are paid off, but it's a less of a problem. I reckon a large fine and points deduction the next time they play in the championship. It's so tricky, right? Because the issue is like, if it's during the regular league season, and my understanding is it's a points deduction if you get caught. I could be mistaken, but like the rules haven't really been written with the playoffs in mind. I reckon we just let Hull win the playoff final, chat. I think Southampton have to play down to 10 men for the entire playoff final. Did I hear a Southampton go up? They have to give Borough half the TV money from the Prem. I think I saw like James Corden suggest that. I don't think that's a serious suggestion. I think the interesting thing will be, chat, if an investigation happens and it transpires they've been doing it all season, or this isn't a one-off. I find it hard to believe you start doing this with well, maybe you do start doing it with the playoffs, but I find it hard to believe you're not doing anything at all similar to it during the rest of the season if you're getting caught now. Chat, what should be the punishment? What do you think the punishment should be? Let's have chat come up with the ideas. While I try and work out if any of these players that I need to sell are actually going to get sold. If Southampton is guilty, it should result in points deduction for Everton. Agreed. Relegated to the National South. I'll tell you what, chat, I'm glad that we're thinking about proportionate punishments here. Right, no one's getting too carried away. Automatic promotion for Hull. I'm all about that. I'm a Leeds supporter, and you would have thought they'd have all of that sorted after what we did. The EFL should have known that other teams would do it. I mean, the thing is, they do have rules written out, but the punishment is like points deductions, which obviously you can't do once the playoff begins. If you work for the EFL, you are just rolling your eyes thinking, for fuck's sake, can we not? Common sense. The board have blocked the Vargas deal. What do you mean? What do you mean? I think I should get... I don't think I'm going to be able to get that much. Right, talk to the board. What can we do for you? Reconsider blocking the sale. We're in good form. You played a big part, so we'll grant your request. Why did you block it in the first case if I just had to come to you and ask nicely? I don't even know. Carlos, dude, thank you for the Prime. I hope you're well, dude. First time Prime sub as well. Welcome aboard. Play the final at the KC Stadium. Is it still called the KC Stadium, Hull's ground? It definitely has some sponsorship name, doesn't it? Although maybe the KC was a sponsor and I just don't know what it was a sponsor for. Right. Quieto has left the building, everyone. Pour one out for Quieto. He was our player of the season in the second division, got promoted with us, and then did nothing. And also Quito, who was a backup, has also left. I still kind of like the idea of signing this guy, but he's just signed a new deal, so I don't think we can sign him now. I think they'll get a fine and a points deduction when they inevitably go back down. See, the thing is, I don't think that's much of a punishment. Because I think teams would go, well, that's just worth it. I think whatever punishment happens, it has to be, like, something for this season. Did I complete my coaching qualification? Hold the phone. Chat's just told me I finished my coaching badges. Did I? Ah! I'm educated! I mean, Leeds United got a fine of £200,000 when they did their whole spying thing, and that was before it was written that it was against the rules. You know what? Yeah, give us more money for our physios. Why not? I'm going to ask for a new coaching badge, everyone. Can I have another coaching badge, please? We're in great form, so you should give me it. Long-term YouTube watcher, decided to make use of my Amazon Prime. Mate, I appreciate that. First series you watched was The Ascent with Alain. Oh, my word. That is that's one of those series that, if you would let me list the series I've done, I would not be able to name. Signings of the season. Mackie got signing of the season. Is Mackie good? Can I sign him? Chat. In Japan, just everyone can sign everyone off one another and it's great. Do they actually do that well? Is he good? I don't feel like he's that good. If I compare him with Kato. Was it Mackie? Yeah, Kato's way better. Incidentally, did Lewis ever allow you to study for more coach qualifications? I think they did, but not many. Actually, did they? No, I don't think they did. I don't think they did. Hey, Tark Sengal, welcome to the stream, mate. Welcome on in. I love when people kind of stumble into the YouTube streams. Now, I watch the YouTube. What's this? We're live. We yap. It's great. Welcome aboard. Chat, do you want to see should we go get the dog? Who wants dog? Should we have dog time? Should I go? I can hear the dog outside. One sec. Let's move. Hey, Milo. Hey, buddy. You okay? Hey. No biting. No biting. You silly boy. Puppies. Come up. Chat, he's not happy with it. I've tried to pick him up and he's huffed at me. Oh, thank you, babe. Hey, Milo, come here. No, don't leave me. Chat, the dog has just turned. Did you see the dog? He wasn't happy I tried to pick him up. Milo, window? Oh, you want to go window? Should we have a look out the window? Yeah. Okay. Chat, I have to show him out the window because this is how I get to... Alright, have a look. It's dark, mate. You can't see anything. There's literally nothing out there. Right, now I've tricked you. Hey, buddy. Are you okay? Right, sit. Good boy. How are you? Are you good? Your audience is here, Milo. You are soggy. Have you gone out and peed? You must have done. That chat just because it's raining outside. I'm not implying that he's wet himself. You'd never do that, would you? Why'd you look so depressed and look... Milo, the people are saying hello over there. Up there. Can you see them? They're in the camera. Why'd you look so sad? You're just tired. Should we open a pack of stickers together, Milo? You like opening stickers. You just chill, aren't you? He's actually a very chill dog. What are you doing? Why'd you look so sad? Hey, puppies. How are you? If I hold you like this, you're less sad. Oh, you don't want to be here. He doesn't want to be. Mate, we need you to look cute to make money. Should we get you... Milo, should we open a pack of stickers? Please don't jump from here. Milo, what's this? Oh, you've tried to sit in my lap. That's my... Excuse me? Oh, you're just going to lick my hand now. Interesting. Should we open some stickers, Milo? Where are you going? He thinks he's a cat. He grew up in a house with 2 cats when he was very little. And I think they have had an impact on him. He's looking for Mexicans to chew, chat. That's out of context, that's mad. Yeah, to be fair, Wok trimmed his eyebrows today, chat. Milo, what's up? Sit. You had your eyebrows trimmed today, didn't you? You're not a fan of your eyebrows being trimmed. And I can't blame you. I've got lots of sticker packs left, chat. Has the dog been on screen long enough to be a tax write-off yet? Probably not. What are you doing? You're going down. Okay, fine. Chat, he's had enough. He's like, let me go, boss. See you later, buddy. Right, I've just lost like points with the dog there. You can trim dog eyebrows. You can with schnauzers. Schnauzers get thick eyebrows, and the groomer left them a bit too thick. Also, chat, I've just been given loads of treats. I've got here different treats from when we were in Japan that need to be eaten. I'm concerned that Wok has opened one of these and, like, stuck wasabi in it. Is that a reflection of my relationship with my wife? Quite possibly. Chat, I've been very disciplined with the stickers. Should we do a sticker opening now? Should we open a pack of World Cup stickers? Oh, can you hear it? Oh, it sounds good, doesn't it? Okay, chat, I do know what badge this is. Zoom in, enhance. Sorry, new viewers around here. It's time for a sticker opening. Get the extra light on. Are you ready? Right, chat, we're starting strong. Shiny Paraguay. There you go. Paraguay up first. Oh, I can't tell who these are, chat, so you will have to read me. It's an Ecuadorian. Who is that? Oh, it's Pulisic. It doesn't look like Pulisic in the tiny little preview I can see. Does Pulisic change his haircut? Maybe. Who else have we got? Oh, we've got the Brazil 2002 squad. The first World Cup I can remember watching the final of. Oh. We've got Mr. Carr. Not Ben Carr. Not Dr. Benji. And last but not least, chat! It's the World Cup, everyone! We love that. Oh, wait, there's a shiny Jordan. 3 shinies in one pack. No, 4 shinies in 1 pack. If I was a little kid, this is like a playground myth. Myth busted. You can have 4 shinies in 1 pack. Is that a god pack, chat? I think it might be. I think we stop there. We just peaked for the day. It's not going to get better than that, is it? It's not going to get better than that. 4 shinies in 1 pack. If you're a little kid, you'd tell your friends on the playground that. They wouldn't believe you. They just wouldn't. Right, we do actually need to do transfers. That is the best pack, chat. We have peaked. There's no point in opening this other one that I got, is there? We'll save it for later, maybe. Oh, Mo, I can't believe it. Happy days. I'll tell you what, it's a good job I didn't open that one with Milo around. If he'd eaten that, I would have been crying. Right, the season has ticked over. That's good. Who is Ernest Cundy? I don't know, but he's on my shortlist. He looks quite good. He must have been a player signed that I had on my shortlist from when I was in New Zealand. Mr. Ramsey, dude, I'm so sorry I missed your Prime sub. I got obsessed by the shinies. Dude, I hope you're well. Sorry that I missed it. It just says love your content. I'm sorry. He's never going to watch a video ever again. Please forgive me. I need to sell players, but I also need to start signing players. The issue I've got is I don't want to sign players because I might still have to promote some players that I demoted to the reserves back. Also, can you hear the dog barking? He's having zoomies downstairs. Okay, so Vargas is going out. I need Akineto to go. Kuwahara is not that good, but has potential. Iber I need to sell. I've just offered out Iber. Can I offer him out again? I can ask his agent. 1 million... Make Beijing make the bid. Iber we signed for 800k. He was awful last year. I've got some new strikers coming in. Get him gone. Vargas snubs nasty now. What do you mean? What do you mean? Right, hire an intermediary. No one wants him. No one wants him. Oh, I'm in pain. Right, offer him out. How have you turned that down? Why? You dingus. Oh, coaching badges, please. They don't want to give me a new coaching badge. They hate me, chat. They hate education. Oh, you knobhead, Vargas. Can I ask his agent? Is there any interest? No. I guess we should probably look at the reserves like players like Akineto and see if his agent thinks there's any interest. The issue is signing these players with very low reputations from abroad, and then if I want to move them on, like it's hard to get rid of them. If we can sell Iber, that would be good. Hashimoto. Okay, there's interest there. There's lots of teams in China. You know what? The Chinese teams want to sell all my backups. I'm okay with that. How long's Ratri out for? 5 to 9 months. I missed that injury inbox item come through last stream. Well, okay, the tree will not be sold this year. I have a Premier League sticker book from 2007 that's completely full and has the completion sticker in the back. What's the completion sticker? Is that like an old school thing where if you completed it, you could like apply to get the complete... What's the completion sticker? The tree ain't going, chat. If you're a tree fan, don't worry. I couldn't get rid of him even if I wanted to. Alright, our first game of the league season is only 40 days away. I have to start wheeling and dealing. I missed a few streams, but I see we're at the throw out international players at all cost stream. You're damn right we are. Well, that's because we've got our new foreign players arriving now. They're here. They've just arrived. We've got 3 new signings, chat. We've got here Sunrin Sirirat. Now, this guy is not a foreign player because Thai players are considered non-foreign. He's a decent little defensive mid. Considering Akada's trying to leave on a free to... I was going to say, considering Akada's trying to force a free transfer move away, it's good to have an alternative. But Paramin here, the new signing in green, really isn't quite as good as he. The other two guys the players are excited for. We've got Park Won Il. This guy looks like a really good striker. Crazy physicals, 19 years old. Injury proneness, bit of a worry maybe, but he looks good. If I compare him with like Kawaii, not Kawaii, Shimada, who was our striker the year just gone, like he's just better. He's just better. And then we've also got Carlos Andres Meneses, who, I mean, he's different gravy. He was wanted by, like, PSG. We've signed him. He's 18. He is turning 19 late this month. Remember to get him a birthday card, everyone. I think this guy's really good. Everyone needs a South American defensive midfielder who's got a competitive streak. Like, every great footballing team has that, except the England national team, of course. Murray's not for sale. Matsuoka, not for sale either. All right, we need to plan out our team for next season. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be Park through the middle. I think Park is our striker, but he can also play the centre attacking mid role. Jack, I sent you the completion sticker on X. Mr. I want to see this now. What is the completion sticker for the Premier League album? Oh, that is cool. Oh, chat, is Merlin still around? Merlin used to have the exclusive rights, didn't they, to the England national team? I need a new goalkeeper, but they have to be Japanese. That's going to be a challenge. Tagawa, please. I love Tagawa. Got potential too. Is my favourite player. Tomoki Tagawa. Should we have a look at him? Azami Nene is a footballing fiend. This guy, is he good? I mean, he's actually quite a good goalkeeper. If I compare him to Nakano, who does not have his eyes open in his picture. Chat, is this the first time ever that chat's given a good suggestion? This never happens. Also, someone's asked a great question on YouTube. Best Scott has asked, what is our media prediction? It's a new season. We're predicted 7th, which is probably about fair enough. We've got no one in the media Dream 11. I need to look at goalkeepers. That actually needs to be my priority here. But that guy that we just looked at looked legitimately quite good. I mean, this guy doesn't look bad. I should probably get scout reports on loads of them. Why, when I click here, does it go to the team? I don't know. Oh, is it because... Wait, does this skin get rid of the boxes around the team names? Do the team names normally have a box around them? Scout all the goalkeepers that might be good. Just in case. I don't think we'll be able to sign Zion Suzuki. Funny enough, I think he'll be enjoying a great career in Europe. He's wanted by Fulham and Liverpool. Don't think that's an option. How many games did Tagawa play last year? He was playing for Yokohama F. Marinos as their backup. He went to Nagoya and got 9 clean sheets in 34. If only there was a way I could look at historical stats to see where that ranked in the whole of J1. He could be the option. He could be. I mean, does he even want to join me? He does. I think I think it's a goalkeeping option. I kind of feel like we should just make a bid, get something going, and then just continue to look at goalkeepers just in case. I feel like I could negotiate a bit harder, but we've got so much money that I don't need to negotiate kind of harder. In fact, of all the players who got scouted, he's actually at the top. Also, how old does this man look? He hates big matches and he's inconsistent. Blimey. Hates big matches. Tagawa probably is the best player out there. What skin am I using? It is the control skin. Also, chat, I've got some Japanese snacks. Does anyone know what these are? The wife got them from when we were going around the malls in Tokyo. This one, it has a cow on it. God, I wish I could read Japanese. It's got 57 calories and 3.4 grams of something. No idea. There's these ones as well, which is... I think these are quite famous. It's like white chocolate, like in a sandwich, and apparently there's a theme park open by the company. Like, they're so popular, like they opened a theme park around this snack. They are very good, to be fair. Did I get any of the unique Kit Kat flavours from Japan? I didn't bring any back, but I did try some. I was obsessed with 7-Eleven. Chat, what thoughts? It's like white chocolate in a biscuit. It's good. If anything, this is the authentic experience. I'm managing in Japan in Football Manager and just eating Japanese snacks. I think that keeper might be the boy. This guy was Gambara Saka's first choice goalkeeper. He's not played that much at this level. Kazuki Fujita. Tastes good. Jack, when you went to the F1, did you manage to meet any of the drivers? Sadly not. It's quite difficult to meet drivers at F1, and because we were only there for the Sunday, especially on race day, like, you don't really have a chance. Right. If we get that goalkeeper in, that solves the biggest issue with the first team. I probably need... It's not even a probably. I need a centre-back. And they've got to be non-foreign because of the foreign player rules. Who are the best Japanese centre-backs I can sign? Itakura. This guy's not bad at all. 29 years old. Bit of experience. He's played the last 3 seasons for San Frecce Hiroshima. He's not missed many games either. The issue we've got is because we were only promoted to this division last year, our pulling power from other teams in Japan isn't very good. There's a few players who are actually free agents, like this guy. Yoshiharu Shimuzutani. What a name! I hate him as a centre-back. But I'll tell you what, as a left-back or right-back, he'd be bloody good. He'd actually be really good. Oh, don't worry about it, Kyle. It's okay. I encourage all chat participation. Oh, chat, I'm trying to open up this biscuit. I'm just making a mess everywhere. Sorry. Apologies. It's high pressure eating in front of an audience. I should do mukbang streams. I should have brought more snacks back from Japan. I shouldn't have put that all in my mouth at once. I wasn't thinking about how big it is. Oh! I like this guy. He's a bit one-dimensional, but I think he'll be happy to be a backup. He's a regular starter for Nagoya. He played 31 games in J1 at the age of 19 to 20. Get him in. Has a release clause of 2 million. Can I get him for less than that? No, it's going to cost me... I think we just pay it. 2 million for a backup is extortionate, but it's a premium for Japanese players. And he has 5-star potential. Hey, Mushroom Man, we're doing very, very good. Eating pickups on stream was high pressure. Oh, chat. I miss eating pickups on stream. Shroomhead's been fed. I love that. How's the routine going, Mushroom Man? Have you got a routine with the newborn yet? I'm trying to think what the best meal I had in Japan was. We went to the Japanese Alps, chat, and they have this special kind of beef that you can only get like in the Alps called Hida. It's called Hida beef. That was literally the best like beef I've ever had in my life. Like the steak is absolutely unreal. Like I think there's something that they eat. I don't know if it's like the nutrients in the ground or the type of grass they're fed, but it was literally different gravy. It was so good. It wasn't cheap for like good quality Hida beef, but absolutely worth it. All right, Matsuoka or Mori to play left back. They have the same weak-footedness, so it literally doesn't matter. Pretty much, I take the early shift and do feeds before about 3, then Mushroom takes over. I feel like, chat, if I ever have a kid, I'd be quite good at doing the night shift. I feel like that would be like where I come in clutch. Also, why is my view bugged? Can you see that, chat? How have I managed to scroll to the right on this screen? The arrows don't fix it. Can you see that? Chat, what have I done? Okay, if I auto-size all columns, it fixed it. That was weird. Do I like sake? I do, but I'll be honest, by like week 2, I had enough sake. I think our defence is pretty good. If we can get in another centre-back, we're golden. Oh, chat, you're making me want a pickup. Good thing I've got some in my snack drawer. I love that, chat. I got some pickups recently, too. I like it when I do a brand deal and then I find a product that I really, really like that I didn't know existed. Now, I think that the new boy here in Meneses is going to be pretty pivotal to our team as a defensive midfielder alongside, I think Kurosawa's the boy we play at defensive mid. This guy was clutch at the end of last season. He's only 18. What's a pickup? It's a chocolate bar that I did a brand deal with. We did the pickup challenge, which is a challenge I made up where I tried to eat like 5 of them in a minute. They're very, very nice. They're not currently sponsoring the stream, so I probably shouldn't be bigging them up so much. They're delicious. Okay, I think, right. I think our starting 11 is pretty nailed on. I think I'm going to struggle to improve the team. And that includes 5 foreign players. So I'm at the foreign player limit there. There's probably a spot on the bench for, not on the bench, in the reserves for 1 more wide player. And I think that wide player is just Iwata, who's already here. Are we in J1? Yeah, we just finished second in J1. Jack, do you have a cool mouse map? Mine is just a boring black, like, blank mouse map. I should get a fun one. Which foreign players got booted? Well, they've not been booted yet. That's the issue. I'm trying to get rid of Vargas and Acuneto. Vargas is wanted, but it's not permanently, which is an issue. I mean, if someone wants to loan him, I'd probably loan him out just to get him out the team. I'll put him available for loan. Let's see if anyone makes a bid. I don't know what we do about Acuneto. I don't know what I do. He might just have to exist. He might become the Danny Drinkwater of Japan. Right. Tomoki Tagawa, I really want to sign. I mean, I want to get both these guys in. We've signed a few players recently where I trigger the release clauses and then they sign new deals with their current clubs before they confirm signing for me. I really want a 5-year deal. I'll give you more money to sign 5 years. I just want a long-term goalkeeper I can rely on. And I think Tagawa can be that. As long as he stays fit. His injury proneness is maybe the only concern. But he's not had too many injuries, really. Like, there's nothing too outrageous there. I'll try to get rid of Vargas because my director of football hates Mexicans. I mean, he's not Mexican, so no. All right, Fukuhori here. We need to get in the team. You're going to be a squad player. He doesn't like that. Well, he's just ruined that for himself because I cannot promise him a starting spot. He was going to come in and be fourth choice centre-back. Not seen much recently. What's the vibe this season coming up? So we finished John last season in the semi-final of the Asian Champions League. We got knocked out by another Japanese team that then went on to win it. So I think with the right additions, we can definitely challenge. This guy's very good. Hayato Tanaka. Bit of experience. He's Kashiwa Reysol through and through, but they've just been relegated. He's great. I think we sign... If I can sign him to be my backup centre-back, that's a great pickup. What league is this? This is J1, top division of Japan. Itakura's quite good too. I kind of want to sign all of them. He's consistent, loves big matches. He's kind of affordable. I wonder if there's a world where I sign these guys and actually get rid of Mbamba as one of our foreign players and free up a foreign player spot in the final third. Like we've got like £12 million to spend here. I can really afford to overpay on the Japanese talent because the foreign player rules mean that you just have to. Does the Women's League still have the bug around injuries? I don't know, Joe. I would love to think they've got it fixed. All right, Tanaka is here. Can I lower it to regular starter? Okay, I can. That makes it a bit easier. He wants a minimum release clause. Get rid of that. Release clauses seem very prevalent in Japan, and the big team seem to just constantly trigger them off one another. So of all of these guys that we're signing, I really want to make sure we don't have release clauses. Also, I need to rejig the budgets because I'm over the wage budget, but we got the money to go over it quite a lot, which is fine. Not sure if I need both of these centre-backs, but I feel like there's no harm in having like a bit of abundance of quality. Which player was it Milo hated? It was Alvarez, the Mexican centre-back. Yeah, for people who missed it, my dog started trying to eat Mexican football stickers, so we have now decided that he might be a Trump supporter. Just potentially. He's not confirmed it with me, and he couldn't vote even if he wanted to, so it's probably for the best. We are limiting his TikTok time now, though, just as a precaution. Okay, if we can get in Tagawa, Tanaka, and Itakura, I think that's a pretty good upgrade across the defence. Oh, a loan offer for this guy. Oh, my word, please. They'll pay 90% of his wages. They don't want to sign him permanently, Lugano, but there is a bonus if he gets the Europa League squad of the season. Yeah, you can have him. That solves a big problem. I wish I could up our league expectation here, because I think we should be qualifying for the Champions League every year. Oh, chat, I've been offered a job interview by Yokohama F. Marinos. They're not in the Champions League. It makes no sense. I'm not Ange. I'm not. Decline. Decline. We're not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving. I mean, our team is pretty well set up now to play a 4-4-2. Show's unhappy. Show, why are you unhappy? He thinks he's an important player. He got 3 goals and 5 assists in 31 games. Can someone tell him to be realistic, please? Do I know which continent I'm doing after Japan? To be honest, Anthony, I think a lot of it's going to come down to just what jobs are available at teams already in Champions Leagues. I think, you know, a lot about the kind of Hexagon challenge is about being a bit opportunist when chances come up. I think our team's pretty good now. If we get the new centre-backs in, like, we're in an interesting spot. If I get the new centre-backs and get the goalie in, I think we have to back ourselves to win the Champions League. Oh, chat. Kawasaki Frontale have offered me a job interview now. They are in the Champions League. I shouldn't go, but they are in the Champions League. They've got £7 million to spend. They're predicted to win the league. They're predicted to win the league. They've come to me. They want me. Oh, Kofi's in the Dream 11. We love that. Oh, chat, look. They've got Sato. They've got Yokoyama. Like, they've already got some real... Why am I tempted? Why am I tempted? They've got Doi in their team as well. I mean, does Doi want to just come to me? Oh, this is pivotal. This is... I kind of want to dethrone them, but I've got to remember what the save game is. Like, even their backup players play for the Japanese national team. Ah! They've got a Brais Mendes who you're not going to be able to get rid of, and he's really overpaid. They want me. They want me. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. If I could just sign all their players, I'd be like, yeah, just stay. Just steal all their good players. But their good players don't want to join me. I think I've got to stay. I think I've got to stay. The thing is, I think if I went to them, I'd want to change their team a load anyway. I actually think my team... We finished above them in the league last year. We finished above them in the league last year. We're in the Champions League. They're in the Champions League. There's actually, like... The only temptation to go would be because their current first team is better, but I kind of look at our first team, and with the potential and the signings we've got coming in, I think we'll be as good as them soon. I think we're staying. I'm saying it now. We're not fucking leaving. We're not leaving. I could do the interview. I could just do the interview. And then use that as leverage to try and get coaching badges. They lost in the Champions League final last year. Now, you know what? I'm not doing it, chat. I might live to regret that forever. I'm staying loyal. I am staying loyal to the boys. We've got a project here. We're seeing it through. This is the project. We've got a new goalkeeper. You know what? Life's good. No, we don't need them. We don't need them. I'm going to eat another snack to celebrate. Chat. I could have got sacked for attending the interview. That is true. I don't think I've ever been sacked for attending the interview. I feel like you have to be doing quite badly already at the club to get sacked for attending the interview. Also, chat. You know, one of these stickers. Some of these have got white chocolate in and some have got cheese in. I don't know how I feel about a biscuit with cheese in the middle. This one's cheese. Don't like it as much. Right. We've got a centre-back in. We've got a keeper. The cheese ones just taste weird. I don't like it. I don't know why I put the rest of it in my mouth. That was an error. Right, Akineto's going out on loan. That's a great loan move for us. Wages covered. Foreign player off the books. I need to try and get, if I can, Vargas out. Also, when did I give Matt Collins £10,000? What was I doing? Might have to put him back with the first team, even if I don't use him. I think it's because he's English, but he's part Thai. So I could sign him without him taking up a foreign player spot. I need Vargas gone. I need Vargas gone. Is it not like a mini cheddar? No, because it's like a sweet biscuit. Imagine like a biscuit you have with your cup of tea, but it's got cheese in the middle. Chat, we don't need more stickers. We don't. When I was trying to win a Champions League, I moved to another club and won the Champions League and left 3 months after taking over as a right scumbag. Mate, you got to do what you got to do. Yeah, the cheesy biscuits aren't for me. I think they're quite popular in Japan, but yeah, not sure about it myself. Why do I need to get rid of him? Because there's a foreign player limit of 5 foreign players to be in a match day squad. If I don't have him in the match squad, he's just going to kick up a stinking cry. And I've brought in some better foreign players already. And he wasn't starting for me regularly anyway, so it's just a waste of the foreign player spots. Chat's trying to peer pressure me into more stickers. Should we do another pack of sticks? Should we do another? You know what, chat? I'm a man of the people. Oh, look how beautiful I look. Is it too much of a zoom? Look at it. It's upside down. I failed. I had one task. Like a Ritz. No, because it's like a creamy cheese. Like, I can't really describe it. It's like a soft cheese in the biscuit rather than a cheesy flavoured biscuit. Right, chat. We got 4 shinies out of 7 stickers last pack. I'm afraid to say that won't happen again. But we're starting with Tunisia. That is Tunisia, right? I'm pretty sure. We've got next. I can't read the names. They're too small on screen. Chat, you just have to tell me who it is. Who is it? It's Araujo of Sporting. We've then got Hegem. It's kind of sad when you get players and then they're not at the World Cup. We've got Akanji. Akanji, focus. Oh, he's beautiful. My ball knowledge of Uzbekistani footballers is just not there, so we'll move on. Although, actually, that is Shomurodov. Oh, that's definitely not how you say his name. I should know him. He was an absolute beast in draft mode back when he was in Serie A. Good player. We've got Gary. Big fan of Gary. He's going to be the breakout star of the World Cup, by the way. If you don't know Gary, remember the name. Up Gaz. And then we've got Cancelo. Chat, I have to move my head. If I move my head around the card, if focus on my face. There you go. Right, zoom out. We've done another pack. Chat, we need to pace ourselves on the stickers. I don't want to run out before the World Cup's done. I'm weak. You lot tell me to do sticker packs. I just want to do them. Am I right in saying that there's a curry-flavoured lemonade in Japan? No idea, but I can believe it. Chat, I'm going to be honest. The best thing about Japan is their, like, not supermarket culture. Like, this culture they have around going to, like, convenience stores. Like, the meal deals they have and stuff are like, you can get a toasted toasty where you toast it yourself. And it tastes like, at the front of the shops, they have, like, fried chicken and stuff that's actually warm. And every single one has the exact same layout and footprint. So once you've been in a couple, you just know where everything is. Like, I go into a 7-Eleven now, and if it's of the normal configuration, I can just navigate it. There's Lawson's, there's 7-Eleven, and then there's one more. I can't remember the name of it. There's like 3 brands, like the big ones. It's so good. Oh, I miss it already. Family Mart, thank you, not Quest. As soon as someone wrote it, I knew exactly. Family Mart, there's multiple people writing Family Mart now. Apologies to the Family Mart Ultras. Did I have any of the egg sandwiches? I can't remember if I did. Wok had loads of like custom recipes that she'd seen online where you buy different things from 7-Eleven and then mix them together that she was trying. She was like a bloody chemist. Hiroshima made an offer for Tanaka. Oh, do I have to up my offer? I'll up it. I'll up it. If he turns me down at 12,000, I didn't want him. Fun fact, 7-Eleven was an American chain with a Japanese subsidiary. They got so big in Japan, they bought the American company. I love the culture in Japan around like going to like the convenience stores. Like, it's so cool. We just don't have that here in the UK. Right, let's think about the bench. So, Tagawa's in goal. Nakano on the bench. Love that. Hattori probably on the bench because he can play left back and right back. Then Ikeda in. Kato in. Up top, we can have... Oh, chat, our team's going to be so good this season. Was it 7 subs or 9 subs? I can't remember how many subs we were allowed in the league. I've forgotten. It's not been that long ago since the season ended. Our team is decent. Isn't 7-Eleven like a British tourist going to Japan and eating fish and chips from an Irish sports bar? No. 7-Eleven, like, and the other stores are so different to the American equivalent. It is 9 subs, chat. Chat has just told me in my ear, 9 subs. Now I have to move all the players around because I need them positioned in order. Who am I having for my spare spot? Ian and Jack just got back from a Michael Jackson tribute act, which was amazing. What have I missed? We're just purging the first team. Basically, that's what you've missed. It's a jolly good time. Wait, the new guy we signed should be on the bench. Otherwise, I don't have a centre-back properly on the bench. I'll tell you what, that's a bloody good team now. But do they have boss man in Japan? Some of them do. Also, chat, we're in season 7 now. Also, spoilers, I've finished Park to Prem episode 20. Foreign McDonald's are always better than the UK ones. Chat, the best McDonald's I've ever had was in Thailand. In Thailand, at McDonald's, they do fried chicken, and it is elite. Oh, take me back. If you're ever in Thailand, get a McDonald's, get the fried chicken. Do I need a backup right back? Probably. Do I have a right back? I must have a right back. I must. I think Hisao can be the third choice. I think that's fine. I feel like I'm probably going overboard with the depth that I'm trying to have in the team. But I'll just make a lot of these under 21 players like just available for the B team. KFC's Christmas dinner in Japan, is it not? It's very popular. Like, people pre-order and queue round the block. I believe the story is something along the lines of that they thought the Colonel looked like Father Christmas. And so KFC lent into that marketing. Okay. If that's my team for this season, chat, I'm actually quite happy. We will look for better players, but we've got like a framework now. I still need to move on some players. Chat, I really want fried chicken now. Help me. I thought McDonald's was banned from fried chicken due to some legal dispute with KFC. I mean, you get chicken selects in the UK, but they do like proper buckets of fried chicken in Thailand. I don't know what to tell you. The skin we're using is the control skin, CTRL. How do I improve this team? My issue is fullbacks. I could do with a really good player who can play left back and right back. Although, if I get a new starting fullback, Mori or Matsuoka could just drop down to the bench and then they would be the versatile fullback. The question is, Mori or Matsuoka? Who you picking, chat? I've picked Mori twice there. It's the same player. Oh, they're both very good. I think Mori is slightly better. It's the physicals. The physicals swing it. I love the fact Wok just writes in the chat, get rid of the manager. Why are you doing this? I'm here trying to play Football Manager seriously, and my wife is just trolling me, chat. It's not fair. She doesn't even play Football Manager. I've tried to get her to play and she won't. Right, I need a left back. This guy plays for Tokyo Verde. Is the grass greener on the other side? He's nowhere near as good as my other fullback options. I mean, this guy can play anywhere across the back four. Miyoshi. 2 jumping reach. But he's got 16 heading. So he won't jump, but if the ball's at head height and he doesn't need to jump, he'll be great. I wish his technicals going forward were a bit better, because then you could definitely just use him as this player on the bench who can play anywhere in the defence. Is Wok's real name Karen? Might as well be. I didn't say that. Hopefully she's not still watching. Chat, if I vanish overnight, it was nice seeing you all. This guy's not bad, but injury prone and inconsistent. I mean, Sota Miura's a pretty good option, to be honest. If I can get him from Cerezo Osaka. Definitely better than what I already have. And then Matsuoka can just drop down to the bench. And it's an actually kind of left-footed player. For 700k, that's a good buy. All right, Sota. I love Sota's hair as well. Greyer hair. He only wants to join and be a squad player. I am confused by that, but you know what? Fair enough, Chief. The last time I agreed to sign a player from Cerezo Osaka, they offered him a new deal and he took it. So I'm going to up the signing on fee or the loyalty fee a little bit and hope Sota signs. I might be signing too much depth now, chat. I might have gone too far the other way. Kimiya injured. Please don't be bad. Okay, we're fine. Right. I'll tell you what, my fullbacks are in demand, but I'm not selling them. Matt! Oh, chat, Matt's injured for 2 months. He broke his arm. Matt! You melon. Right, back to the reserves you go. He's on £10,000 a week to collect the paycheck. It's a hard job. I've got 2 players who I really wanted to sell in the reserves, and they are both eating £10,000 of my wages each. It ain't good. I got told that Iba was going to get a bid from Beijing. They never made the bid. Excuse me, Beijing. Iwata calling. This guy's not bad in goal, but not what I need. I've got all these goalies I'm scouting. I've just signed a new goalie. None of these are needed. Stop bidding on Mori. I hope that Kurosawa gets as good as I think he can be. This guy went from our under-18s to our first team last year and was unbelievable in our first team at centre mid. I think he's going to be the boy. Hey, Anaki Ali, how's it going, dude? Are you well? We're doing all right. I thought we were going to be doing more of a purge of the first team. Oh, chat. Benfica have signed Ikeda off me for £2 million. They've offered to loan him back to the end of the year. Yeah, you know what? We'll take that deal. Selling Ikeda for $2 million kind of sucks because I'm not going to be able to replace him. But I get him on loan back for a year. I think that's all right. You know what? On the one hand, a bit annoying that he got lost for his release clause, but at least we get him loaned back. All right, Miura's set to sign. Oh, chat. We've cucked this window. And Tanaka, the defence is good. The defence is now good. We've got a bit of experience in because we have a very young squad. Oh, I love that. That makes me very happy. Now, the question is, does Mbamba get replaced here by one of the new boys? Like, Tanaka's using a foreign player... Sorry, Mbamba's using a foreign player slot. Is Tanaka just better? Is there enough of a difference? I think Mbamba might be in trouble. The other question is actually, is Itakura better than Tanaka? Okay, the answer to that one is no. I'll tell you what, Tanaka's actually unreal. Jack, when you finish the save, do you go back and think what amazing save that was? I can't think it in the moment. I don't really dwell on save games much once I move on from them, chat, because I have to move on to the next thing. Like, at the end of the day, it's like a work project for me. I think my relationship with a Football Manager save is probably quite different, like your typical person just playing the game for fun. In the sense that when you're playing the game for fun, you can kind of end it on your terms whenever you want and just take a break from it if you're feeling burnt out, or, you know, like, you can call your shot. Whereas when it's your job, like, you have to have a bit of a different approach, I think, to it, and kind of mentality. If I can sell Mbamba to free up a first team player slot, that would be kind of nice. If I try and sell him, he's going to cry. But he's going to cry anyway when he realises he's not playing. Am I going to do another LMA 2003 video? I'll be honest, the last one of those I did was about 10 years ago. So I don't want to burst hearts, but I think that series might be done. It's not on my to-do list for 2026. But never say never. All right, Miura's in as a left back. Oh, I'll tell you what, our team looks good. Is Tanaka left-footed? Oh, he actually is. Do you ever have it, chat, where you forget to check the footedness of some players? You're like, it'd be nice if he was left-footed. Expert planning. This team is really good this season. Like, really, really good. Hi, Jack. Just came back from the pub from celebrating my passing my heavy goods vehicle test day. I love that, Boggy. Congratulations, mate. Have you got, like, a job lined up, or are you going to be on the hunt now you've got the license? What skin is this? It's the control skin, Anarchy Alley. I've already answered that once. I'm getting deja vu. It's called CTRL. All right, the guy who I promoted earlier, you can probably go back down to the reserves. We'll keep Hattori round, because he was our backup right back last year anyway. Like, he played a decent number of games as the backup right back, so that's fine. Ito's very good. Is Ito better than Itakura? I think he is. Ito! Chat, blue or green? They've got identical marking and tackling. The heading goes to Itakura, but these mentals I quite like. The jumping reach is quite nice with the heading, though. But then the strength and, like, the bravery. Like, you can be tall, but if you don't have the bravery to use it, what's the point? I think I probably have to have Itakura on the bench because Ito is listed as a squad player. I feel bad for Ito because he's 21. But that doesn't mean I can just stick him in the under-21s. I've got Iwata promoted. I'm going to make a load of these players available for the reserves. If Mbamba goes, where would I use a foreign player spot? I might go and get another striker. Knowing that Park One-Il can actually play at centre attack in mid in our system if I need him to. I mean, the good news as well is most of our players now are on longer term deals. Like, most of the players now are contracted for 2 seasons, with the exception of Ikeda, who we're about to sell for 2 million anyway. I think if I can sell Mbamba, even if I can't sell Mbamba, I could look to get a striker. I could just bring Vargas back, but Vargas is just shit, with respect to him. Oh, fair bogey. Good luck on the hunt for the weekend gig. Tajigi 1, Fukuyama. You know what? They can have him. They can have him. He's never going to play for me. I probably should sell him, but I'm too charitable. Right. We've got in a new left back, so we don't need that anymore. I should just search by ability here. Who are the best players? There's a bloke who plays for Plymouth. I remember this guy signed for Blackburn, actually. Blackburn fans, has Hashi been any good this year? I feel like there was a few players who moved to championship teams from Japan that had a little bit of fanfare, but I don't know if any of them actually hit the ground running. What are my thoughts on the Real Madrid meltdown? I want to say it's funny minus the misogyny. Couldn't happen to a nicer football club. Masashi Hojo. Is he good? I can't work out if he's good or not. He's weird. He's not particularly quick. He can't really jump. He's got passing but without the vision. I think he's mid. Ryohei Sato. Are you better than Shimada? Yeah, is he? If you don't value physicals, he is. Have I looked at the Bundesliga table? I haven't. There's a lot of leagues wrapping up at the moment with a lot of drama. Like, Benfica can go unbeaten for the whole season and finish 3rd. Daisuke Ito, he's not bad. But Reysol were just relegated. He got 9 goals for a relegated team. He's injury prone and a mercenary. And yet I'm tempted. What is wrong with me? I could go with like a nice stable girl who like, you know what you're going to get. She's not going to cut up your clothes and lock you out of the house. Or I could go with Taisuke Ito, who's an absolute nutter. Yeah, the jumping eye isn't great, but you can just stick him in the wide area. Low crossers anyway. Also, chat, I have a confession. Do you know what the confession will be? I've not edited tomorrow's Park to Prem yet. Tick it off the bingo card! Is Wok the first type of girl or the second type? I mean, you've seen her right in Twitch chat, so I feel like you can come to your own conclusions. If I just sort by value, I was wondering if there was players I didn't have scouted. Tabari. He's 18 and he's valued very highly. Oh, I kind of want him. He'd be happy to join me. £2 million for a complete punt. Who says no? I've started using, chat, there's breaking news here. I've started using a bit of AI to edit my videos. Not generative AI, but with my video editing now, I do this thing where I can transcribe the recording, and then I can click a button and it basically just deletes all the pauses. So for those of you that don't know, when I do a video, I'd be like, I'll do a sampler. How's it going, folks? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're here with Iwata. It's episode number 50, preparing for Season 7, and we've got some business to do. And then when I'm recording, I'd then pause here and then go to the recruitment screen and be like, we've got 3.96 million in the bank. We're over the wage budget. We probably need to shift on some players. Let's see how we get on. Basically, all the pauses between the little bits that make up a video, I can now just delete with like 2 clicks. Whereas before, I used to have to manually, really monotonously go through. It's not 100% perfect. And if I ever mess up the commentary, I still have to fix that. But I'd say each video, it saves me 10, 15 minutes of just really boring work of having to get rid of all the pauses. Which is like a really nice time change. Like, so with the transfer special yesterday, it was like an hour and 30 of recording that was then, when I got rid of all the gaps, it was like 45 minutes. So it's like 45 minutes of like blankness that I normally have to cut out myself. Is like great. And it's just one of those things where it then allows me to focus more on the actual transitions, any zoomy bits, and like the other bits of a video, if that makes sense. Like, rather than like the non-creative stuff, like cutting out the dead air. What about Editing Jack? I showed Editing Jack how to use it, and he's a big fan. It does also, chat, sometimes it doesn't correctly get rid of the gaps, so I still have to go through the video and look for them. But it does cut down, like, a massive chunk of what the video editing often is on, like, a longer recording, especially. I think in general, right, this might be... I don't love generative AI, but I think there's times where AI can be used to, like, eliminate menial tasks or speed up a process in a way whereby you still need to have someone creative in control to kind of refine it and sort stuff out. Like, one example I'll give, chat, and this is a bit of a controversial one. I've never seen anyone mention it, to be fair, in the YouTube comments. But if you ever look at my videos, especially like with the regen face pack I use, there's sometimes where I'll have like the player in the thumbnail wearing like, say, a Lewis FC kit. And the reality is I could photo manipulate that player like into a Lewis FC kit in a nice like HD picture for a thumbnail myself. But more often than not, I will just sample 3 pictures of the Lewis FC kit from existing pictures and just say, stick this face in the shirt. And something that would probably take me 20 minutes can be done in 2 minutes. And usually I still have to, like, you know, fix it up a little bit. It's never perfect, like swap out the badges on the shirt and stuff. But it's that weird thing where it's like, at what point do you go from generative AI being a case of speeding up a process you could do yourself and just being a time saver that's not detrimental to, like, then replacing a designer entirely? Like, it's like, I feel like there's so much nuance to AI, and you can't really have a discussion on the internet without people just looking at the extremes either side, which makes it kind of really tricky to discuss. But anyway, chat, it's thumbnail Jack who does that, so it's not me, so my conscience is clear. Have I ever done a stream of me live editing a video? I haven't. I think you'd be surprised how boring it is. It's all about scale. AI is useful for small groups once you get to large companies. I mean, the thing is, right, large companies basically go, how can we get rid of... How can we replace people to make it cheaper? Whereas when you're working on a small, like, individual basis or, like, in a small team, it's a case of how can we be more efficient with our time? Like, it's that thing where it goes from... when does the use of AI go from being time-saving to being labour and cost-saving? And that's, like, the problematic area. Because there probably is, like, a grey middle ground, like, where kind of it's both. This guy looks very good, by the way. He's not got the best first touch. Oh, it's a shame his jumping reaches low with his heading high. Millburner, thank you for the prime, dude. I appreciate it. I was chatting with a friend recently about chat how with like the face packs I use, there's times where I will use AI to put the players in kits or pose them for thumbnails. And I had my friend go, that's awful. You should hire a graphic designer. It's like, I would be the graphic designer doing this anyway. And it would take me 30 minutes. The reality is as well with a lot of this stuff, I think if you outsourced it to and it does take finesse afterwards, if I outsourced it to someone and said, hey, can you put these footballers in a kit for me? They would probably just use AI anyway and tell me they haven't. But it's so tricky, like, it's the troublesome thing is like, where is the line? If I was to stream me doing a video editing chat, I think you'd get very bored. Because I'd be sat in silence listening to myself. But, like, not in, like, full sentences, just in, like, bits at the end. I work in accounts and a lot of the invoice images are imported. The AI fills in all the details and all you need now is one person to check to make sure it's not confused the US date with the UK one. The thing is, you always need... I think with design stuff especially, like, there'll always like be like a human element needed. But I think especially for like smaller independent smaller independent creatives, it really kills like what they can do because the barrier to entry for, you know, someone who wants to just do it on cheap just needs a poster doing for a fair they're hosting in their village. Like they can just go and chat GPT and make something that it's like the untrained eye into probably 90% of the population is just sufficient and functional. Generative AI terrifies me, chat. Like, as someone who who had a design degree, I went to university and got a digital design degree. I'm a graphic designer by trade who then moved into cinematics and like cinematography. Like, AI is a great tool. And I think a lot of creatives need to kind of view it more as a tool. But the issue is that corporations and the people who have the money don't view it as a tool. They view it as an alternative. I see it. I've chatted about it on Twitter before. Like, it's a really noble idea. We'll always need creative people. But the reality is, like, if you can make something that's only 80% as good, but it costs you half as much... you're probably going to go with that in a tight economy where you're cost saving. Like, there'll always be a need for designers, but it's like the modern example I always give is something like trainers. There are people who will buy like British-made trainers or, you know, like shoes made in the UK, and they're kind of, you know, that's something they want to do because they think the quality's better. But the reality is, for like 80 to 90% of the population, they are happy buying shoes that are mass-produced, that are produced in cheaper places of the world that don't have as much quality but are more affordable, and they maybe have to buy them more often, but that's fine with them. Like, 90% of the time when people buy stuff, be it a product, a service, they don't really give a fuck where it came from, unfortunately. They care about how much it costs and does it do the job. I'm hoping that I'll be wrong, and that maybe, you know, on like generative AI won't have the detrimental effect I think it will, like wide scale, especially when it's adopted by big companies. But I'm fully aware in saying all of this, I'm a fucking hypocrite because I use it in my pipeline. But at the end of the day, I think it boils down to that the reason you're doing it, like the reason you're using it. But there's so much nuance there that I think it goes beyond generative AI bad or AI good. AI, like, there's just no room for nuance on the internet. It's the tricky thing. How do you make it where it says their national team is their football country and it's not their normal country flag, if you know what I mean? I don't know what you mean, Rammers. Like, I would never do a thumbnail chat where I put into ChatGPT, make me a thumbnail for this video, because it would be shit. It wouldn't be as good as something I can make myself. It wouldn't have a consistency. But one day it might. But I would still probably choose to do it myself because I enjoy that part of the creative process. But then within a thumbnail itself, it's awful having to try and put, like, say I need to get an image of Kolo Muani. I've signed Kolo Muani for Liverpool. I need him in a Liverpool kit. I can spend like 20 to 30 minutes like photoshopping him into a kit, getting the lighting consistent, making it look good. Or I can write 2 sentences in ChatGPT and it will give me the same result. And it's like, is that an acceptable use? Some people will say that's, you know, they wouldn't support a creator does that. Some people go, why should I care? And then there's some people who go, not sure how to feel about that. And that's like the challenge, isn't it? I think it's something where there will never be a consensus, and it's kind of down to people to make the choice, understanding the consequence. Oh, you mean the national team is their football country and not their normal flag? It's part of the logo pack I use, Rammers. I think the thing is, there's different types of AI, because I think generative AI is where it gets a bit tricky. I think AI kind of in productivity tools and in like the context I gave of like I can use it with my video editing software. I can use AI to transcribe my raw recordings, then cut out the pauses really quickly. That's great. But then when you have AI models that have been trained on humans' work without humans' permission, and like it's basically just stealing people's like work, especially designers' work or like a writer's work, that's where I do think it's a bit more troublesome. I've asked ChatGPT to make a thumbnail to see what it produces. Yes, and it's awful. Chat, am I selling Mbamba? I don't feel like he was that important for me last year. And I've signed basically the Japanese Mbamba already in Tanaka. Like, it's just the same player. Slightly better in the air, not quite as quick. I'll have Ito and Itakura. Why is that so difficult to say as my backups? I think I'm going to accept these bids, and what's probably going to happen is the board are going to block it, and they're going to think that we should get more, and I'm going to get annoyed with them. And Mori wants to join Al Tawoon. I don't want to let you go. You're a real leader in the dressing room. He actually is. I can't believe that's worked. Mori, do you want to sign a new deal? He's got 3 years left on his current deal. Can we sign you to a new deal now that kicks in at the end of the season? He only wants it. He's such a reasonable person. Remove the release clause. What a bloke. Get that deal signed. I feel like our team looks kind of nice. Watch us not finish top 2 this next season, and I'll just cry. So with this lineup, I've got 4 foreign players in it. And then Bamba's leaving. Oh, chat, we're going to have to find a foreign player. And I'm already going to hunt for a good one with our money. Vissel Kobe, I made a Mori offer, reject. I've just offered him a new deal. And he's improving. I love him so much. The one thing I've seen a rising use of on the internet, and I find this bizarre, is when people will put into, like, ChatGPT a screenshot of Football Manager and go like, hey, make the graphics on this game better. Have people seen this? I've seen a few Twitter accounts doing it, and I think it's fucking bizarre. And then people will tweet out, like, the photorealistic version that's been generated going, why have Football Manager not made the game look like this? It's like... You're basically creating a digital paint-over that's not a 3D model, has no animations attached. It's like changing... That it's not how it works. I don't even know. It's so stupid. I don't even know where to get to it. Yeah, when people go, I've asked AI to fix the Football Manager UI. It's just like, what are we doing? My favourite is when people do that and then it has this is a beta watermark that all the beta screenshots of Football Manager used to have in the bottom left corner there. And the worst thing is, though, people who like retweet it going, oh my god, Football Manager should look like this. It's like, but AI has just created a photorealistic version of the graphics. Like, that's not a realistic representation of what the graphics could ever look like. It's the equivalent of, right, chat, like filming a video, right? And then in Photoshop, you pick a single frame and you work on it for 3 hours and make it look nicer. Fix all the lighting. You add in a dragon in the sky that like looks really nicely lit. And then someone goes, well, can you do the next frame? It's like, well, no. Because I've got a video. Like, yes, the individual frame looks great, but that doesn't mean it would ever work in the context of what it's needed. I don't even know if that's a good analogy or not. Like, genuinely, I felt like I was losing brain cells watching all these people interact with these posts going, the AI is so much, like, this is how it should look in 3D. This is what Football Manager should have been. But then part of me wonders, like, am I just being pretentious as someone who's fairly, like, creative and loves design? Is it just a case of these people just don't know? Or are they just willfully being ignorant and it's just rage baiting? In the sense that it's just fun to pile on Football Manager and people are annoyed about Football Manager. So if you post this screenshot saying, this is what Football Manager should have looked like, you know it's going to get interactions. I suspect it's probably a little bit of that column more than anything else. Why am I still looking at Japanese players, chat? We can look at foreign players. Who do we want? How good is Ibai Kabo? He's been playing for Sociedad's B team. I don't know if that's the quality we should look at. I kind of want like a fun striker. I'll tell you what, he's an unbelievable goalkeeper, but a foreign spot on a goalkeeper feels like a waste. I want a strike. I think I want another striker. I think foreign spots on strikers is good. If they have a blue check, it's probably engagement bait. True. Wait, I have a blue tick. Has anyone ever used Prince Will Mbok? Why have I got him perfectly scouted? Sense that makes none. Who's the best player I can sign in terms of value? Chat, Obi! I definitely can't afford his wages. I definitely can't. Yeah, I can't afford this. Why is he showing up? Little Wonder Kid popping up. Wait, Krupi's transfer listed. Is Krupi still as good as he used to be? He's not been getting goals in the Premier League, but I could fix him. I could fix him. I can't afford him, but I could fix... Can I loan him? I can't afford the... I can't afford him. I probably should remind myself, we are a team playing in the Japanese top flight. I've got £3 million left to spend on players. In my save, Krupi recently won the Ballon d'Or. Maybe he can do that playing for me. Ben Beachy. He's a regen. Is he good? He's kind of fine, isn't he? The other issue, chat, is, and I don't know if you guys have noticed this, especially on Twitter, I noticed this, like 50% of the comments are just AI. Like, it's bizarre. It's like the dead internet theory. Like, if you look at, like, BBC Sport, or even sometimes my own tweets, like, the bot replies are wild. The best time to look at them is often... I see them a lot on, like, F1 posts on Twitter, where the tweet itself maybe doesn't contain the full context of the news story, and it's like a cool to click on a news story that's posted by a publication. And the bots basically read the headline and then try and create a sentence that sounds like real engagement based on the initial, like, headline. And it's absolutely bizarre. Like, there's so many of them. To the point that I just kind of assume that half the time when I see comments online now, that it's just bots. All right, you know what? Age at most 24. Apply. Sort by reputation. Like, this guy, chat, has got caps for Georgia. He must be good. I mean, maybe half the chat is bots. Maybe. This guy's real. He plays for Panama. He's not a bot. He's also not very good. I feel like this guy's really quick and could be quite good, but he's also injured. He's got 15 caps for Peru, and he's 21. He has had quite a lot of injuries for a 21-year-old. Have we won any Champions League yet? We've won the Oceanic Champions League, and for the season just gone, we lost in the Champions League semi-final. I feel like I should just scout all of these players and then just let my scouts tell me who's good. I mean, some of these have got to be good, right? Mohamed Gad. I mean, he's got caps for Egypt. You don't get caps for Egypt if you're bad. You just don't. This is definitely just a high-risk way of trying to find a striker who's good. I mean, 12 caps for Slovakia. Chat, who does Slovakia have as a striker who's getting in ahead of this guy? This is such a stupid, risky... I should just wait for the scout reports to come in. It's one foreign player slot, and I don't even know if Mbamba's going to leave yet. All right, Benfica have signed Akeda, but we get him back on loan for the year. That's $2 million that we get, chat. We love that. Let's save this best 11. It's pre-season now, so I probably should clear my selection also. I think the season starts in 3 weeks. 3 weeks? Yeah, it does. I should probably get a few more games in. Is organising friendlies one of the worst aspects of this Football Manager? I think it might be, and that's really saying something. The UI for organising friendlies, genuinely, it's like the coder was working from home and their cat ran across their keyboard and wrote a load of code, and they went, you know what, that actually works, we'll use that for the friendly stuff. Cats of countries download usually doesn't mean much. With this database, though, I've got lots of players around the world force loaded. So we've got like a very, very deep pool whereby even like a nation like Slovakia should have a lot of their national team players just loaded in the database. I feel like one of these players is good and I should just take a punt. He's got 1 goal in 16 appearances for New Zealand. What could go wrong? This game was made by cats. True. Stop bidding on Murray. Murray's about to sign a new deal. Also, is this still the scout reports and goalkeepers? Right. If I can remember how to get there, let's sort out the scouting assignments, because I don't need these goalkeepers being scouted anymore. Who's this guy? He's not bad, but probably not the best use of my foreign player spot. Right, sort by position. Look at all these strikers we want to scout. All the non-strikers. Get them gone! How do I remove them? Cancel assignment. Did that work? Oh my god, it actually worked. I'm shocked. Do you think the World Cup stuff's going to be good or rubbish? I think the World Cup stuff for Football Manager is probably just going to be what international management used to be, just in FM26. I think we'll be really underwhelmed. Chat, I'll tell you what it's going to be. International management is going to be what it was in FM24, but with the ability to rest players during tournaments. That'll be the one bit of technology they managed to get in the game. And if they haven't managed that, I will just cry. That's my benchmark. You know, if they've added the ability to rest players during an international tournament when you're a national team manager, greatest update to the game ever. International football has been saved. If they don't include it, they didn't try, and they're just trying to upset me. But my hopes were a lot higher before this week than they are after the post they put out. Jack, what's my opinion on the World Cup halftime show? Woke. Woke. I will complain about it from my Trump phone. I need to get scout reports on these guys. Some of them look quite good. Hi, Jack. Mido would like to chat about your Egypt tape. Mido have great... Mido was a baller. Let's not rewrite history. I'm going to end up signing one of these strikers and they're going to be shit. I'm going to be annoyed about it. I can't wait. Will you be able to join a national team in a current save or have to start a new one? I don't know, Mr. Ramsey. If I did know the answer to that question, I couldn't answer it. But I don't know the answer, so I can tell you I don't know. Look at all the games we're on TV for. We love that. 400k. Yes, please. I have a feeling, chat, we'll get international management as it's always been in Football Manager, where you like can start it, you know, in parallel with the start of a football league season. You know, like we just pick a league season to start for the accurate date of. And then I suspect there will also be like some kind of sub-game mode that is the World Cup, where it like basically starts in May with the, you know, the groups already drawn and stuff. You can pick the squad for the team you're managing, but all the other teams have their real World Cup squads. And then you just play the tournament and then maybe you can't play it beyond that into an actual career. Hopefully you can play it beyond that into an actual career, but I think it would make sense, especially because they've said they've said in their blog post they're going to have the real World Cup squads included. Like, how would you have the real World Cup squads for all the teams, for all the nations included, if you can't start directly before the tournament? Because if you implement that, but then players get injured, like, say, in April for their club when you start sooner in the league season, like, that just doesn't make any sense. So I have a suspicion there'll be a World Cup mode. I'd be pleasantly surprised if you can play it beyond the tournament and just keep going. But I think for the people who want, like, the truly authentic, actual squads, like 100% accurate World Cup, it will probably be that. Especially because if you start a save game at, like, a Premier League start date, like, the World Cup qualifiers are still ongoing. I kind of hope that in that situation, say you start, like, a Premier League save game in the summer of last year, the World Cup group stages or qualification stages are accurately simmed until that date that you start at. Like, you'll definitely be able to just manage the qualifiers as part of starting an international save, like, at the start. Like, because that's just how it's always been. My question mark, I suppose, is will the groups be accurate to the start date in terms of the results? And that's a bit more of a question mark. I just saw a news inbox item, right, that one of our rivals had approached to sign a player, and that always makes me interested in, is the player actually any good? Did anyone see it? I can't even remember what club I saw it as. It was a J1 team. Was it this one? Oh, was this? I mean, this was the offer I saw. Daisuke Ito. It's the guy I said was a nutter. And I kind of fancied a stab at. I described it as being like a crazy girlfriend. Have we got any South Africans in the chat? Is Sean Ells good? Sean Ells. He looks surprisingly good. Sean. Is he better than... new striker whose name I've forgotten. This guy. No. No, he's not. But yeah, chat, I think just based on the... Because in the blog post, they said there'd be like a second update to the World Cup mode to have the actual squads. I suspect that we will get international management as a game mode, which is how it's always been described as Football Manager, even though it's just part of career mode. And then there will be some kind of World Cup mini mode, which I think if you just want to drop in and out and do loads of World Cup like playthroughs, like that'll actually be quite good. Otherwise, it'd be quite annoying simming to like the start of the tournament and then hoping all the squads and stuff are correct and, you know, the groups are correct and whatnot. I'm looking for all these posts. I just need to wait for the scout reports. A tip on FM26, watch your video on downloading the images and player pics. I mean... There's lots of tips, Hull Steve. My tip would be watch Park to Prem, the over 100 episode long series I've done on YouTube, which contains lots of little tips in it. Hey, how's it going? Are you well, mate? Long time no see. I hope life's treating you well. Should we sell Mbamba? I think I'm selling Mbamba. It frees up a foreign player spot. We've got in a load of good Japanese centre-backs. I signed it to be a defensive mid originally, but we've got way better defensive mids now. Howdy, Jack. Do you think that's just a start date with the squad set? Where it's a minimum needed to happen and won't have the season's results in? So the other thing is, chat, right? If they do a World Cup mode where it starts in May with the correct squads, I don't think it'll have all the leagues simulated in the background. And the reason for that is Football Manager basically licensed leagues for the current season. So, for example, like the Premier League is licensed for the 2025-26 season, which with leagues that run with the European calendar is probably less of an issue, but there might be some issues with them having the real results from the season that they've licensed in the game because it's maybe not negotiated. The bigger issue is with leagues like MLS and the NWSL. They're the two examples that spring to mind immediately, where they are licensed for like the 2025 season, not the 2026 season. So if you've tried playing on the latest transfer update, for example, the Women's Super League in America has got like updates for the 2026 season, but none of the players have been updated. And what I mean by that is, if a player who was playing in Europe, like Wrighton, who was playing for Chelsea, moves to the American Women's League, they are just removed from the game. Because the licensing agreement was that Football Manager would have the squads as they were for 2025 and the players that were in the teams at 2025. And because of their agreement, there's been a few really high-profile moves which have happened where they've moved to the American Women's League. But because they're not covered by the agreement that Football Manager has with the NWSL, those players just don't exist in the Football Manager database anymore, which is a really weird problem to have. And that is the most extreme version of that I've seen. But essentially, I imagine with similar legal tape to what they have there, with so many leagues they have licensed and present in the game, they'd have major issues having a start date in May with like everything correct in the background. I mean, it'd be a lot of work for Football Manager anyway, because they don't live track like the league table as it is in mid-May. Like they're not gonna. I doubt they're gonna do the update where you could start managing in May and the final 2 games of the Premier League season haven't happened yet. Because obviously World Cup squads are being announced right now. So I do think if there is the World Cup mode with the actual squads, it will be its own insulated mode away from the typical career mode with international management. You couldn't find Max Dowman. Max Dowman is not old enough to be in the game hall, Steve. It's child protection laws. A player has to be, at the release date of Football Manager, 16 years old to be included in the game legally. Because you can't just put 15-year-olds in the game because you need consent from their guardians. It's just a law here in the UK. It happened with Martin Odegaard when he had like his big breakthrough in Norway and he was playing men's football at 15. And it's similar with Dowman. So Dowman won't be in the game until next year. He is 16 now, but when the game released, he was 15. Do I think they'll have a sim to the start date? Let me know when we're back. Panic! Panic! Crash! We'll come back eventually. The YouTube VOD watchers just get to watch me having a panic. Are we back? I think we're back, YouTube. Hello. Apologies. We're not back on Twitch yet. Twitch, are we back yet? Hello, sorry, it's a work the space stream. The internet goes down. If you're new around here, it happens. I don't know what to tell you. We're back. F5, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, what I was just saying before I was rudely cut off by my ISP is I suspect that there will be a World Cup mode in Football Manager with everything accurate, but you start in May and don't get the wider world sim. And then I think there will be the World Cup stuff with probably the qualifiers simulated accurately to the date you choose to start at. Like, there's a reason, chat, why when you normally play Football Manager, have you ever looked at the start dates for leagues in Football Manager? If you pick, like, certain start dates, if you pick a start date, like, at the start of, say, the start of December 2025, even though there's been 3 months of the Premier League played, it's just completely random results. Like, Football Manager don't cache, like, mid-season live results with start dates. I don't see how they could do the real World Cup squads like they've promised in their blog post as part of just a regular career mode. Because you'd have to basically make it so none of the players who get called up to the World Cup can be physically injured before the tournament happens, and that's just nonsense. Like, they wouldn't do that. I think there's going to be people on the internet. I'll make a prediction now, chat. I think Football Manager will do 2 game modes to the World Cup. I think there'll be international football as we've always known it, and then like a very quick to play through, drop in and drop out of kind of World Cup mode of some kind, where it's just the World Cup tournament. You can pick your nation's squad, and all the other squads are accurate. You might not even be able to pick your own nation's squad. It might be a case of you're just stuck with the squad of the country you take over, which would be a massive shame if it is that. And I think the internet will get disproportionately unhappy about it, saying, why can I not continue my save game after the World Cup stuff? Why is it like this? Rah, 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 angry. And I will probably shrug my shoulders a little bit because I've already made my peace. And having sat in on legal calls and stuff before, legal licensing's a fucking nightmare. Would I make a standalone video on a separate World Cup mode? I would probably do a load of different playthroughs. I'd probably do loads of different videos where I try and win the World Cup with different nations. I'd probably do some videos where I try and manage, like, teams, but recreate the tactics they've been using at the World Cup in Football Manager. If there's, like, some really interesting tactical stuff that comes about, I think that could be really, really fun. I think there's loads of scope. In fact, chat, I actually think having a World Cup mode that's super, super accurate as opposed to just a World Cup that's fully licensed but is not accurate to real life, and there's more content opportunities with a World Cup mode. There is no way I can sign Krupi. There is absolutely no way. I've made my peace. I know that one's not going to happen. And Jada here looks pretty good. Am I just looking at his finishing and his pace? Yeah. Yeah, I am a little bit. His technique's pretty good. I'm basically waiting, chat, for the right striker to be scouted here and then I move in on them. He's not as good as I want him to be now that I look at him like this. I need better. I ask because I think it'll be a World Cup start date and it'll just cash last sim results. I don't know. We'll wait and see, won't we? We'll wait and see. I'm not sure what to expect. Based on the blog post, chat, let's just expect nothing. If it releases, then it'll be a pleasant surprise. Daniel Penny. Is he very good or am I crazy? He looks like he could be really, really good. Dylan, dude, thank you for the tier 1. I hope you're well. Thank you, thank you. Okay, Iba to Okayama makes sense. Do I use the Southeast Asian spot? I don't know what you mean, Duik. The rules in Japan are that you're not allowed more than 5 foreign players in your match squad. You can have more than that in your like whole squad, but only 5 of them can appear on like the team sheet, including subs. But there are certain Southeast Asian nations that are considered non-foreign. I mean, you can see them here. But most of these are completely irrelevant because the players who are from these countries just aren't good enough. Like, I've got a handful of Thai players in the reserves, but that's it. Will I be watching Verstappen this weekend? I probably won't be. Chat, I've never really been able to get into endurance racing because I just don't often have, like, many multiple hours to sit down and watch. And I know that the argument is, well, you don't have to watch it. You can go to bed, Jack, and wake up or, like, check on it periodically. But I feel like you don't really get, like an idea of the racing when you do that. It's just not really for me. I'll probably, you know, check out the results after the fact. But I won't be planning my weekend around it, you know? Who's this guy? He's transfer listed by request. He's not even... he's not very good. His value is definitely just inflated. Oh my word. Chat, it's 11:30 already. I need to wrap things up soon because I've got to edit tomorrow's Park to Prem still. And it's another biggie. Have I seen the Michael biopic movie? No, I haven't. I don't know if I will. I'll probably see it when it's not in cinemas. It's not like I'm desperate to rush out for. Can you look at the average match rating of Scouted? I assume that you can, Hull Steve, but I won't be using it here. I mean, if you can insert a column for it, but the average match ratings are kind of irrelevant to look at, where a lot of these leagues have been simulated in the background. This guy has a very Japanese name. William Fujita. His name is Fujita. He's got Brazilian nationality, unfortunately, so I can't sign him to be my Japanese player. Yanagisawa. No, I don't want to sell him. He's a good emergency backup. Chat gets really annoyed when I don't do squad numbers properly. I've got some bad news for you. Auto number! I know, I'm part of the problem. Boo me. Boo me. Gotta make sure the squad isn't selected, so things are rotated. Hey, Bassy, how are you doing? Oh, Bassy, I'm going to give you a bug here for the stadium mod. The Lille Stadium, the default camera is like really high, like on the TV camera. If you press F1 to reverse the camera doesn't actually go to the other side of the pitch, it just goes down. I don't know if you're aware of it. I don't know if that's like just a known issue and that's the workaround. But basically, you have to reverse the camera, but it doesn't actually move the side of the pitch the camera's on. The camera just starts really high. Sorry, I love that. Bassy turns up. I'm going to tell you issues, and you can decide whether or not it's worth fixing. What positions are my foreign players occupied at the moment? Striker, left mid, right mid, and defensive mid. All the attackers. I did have it being used as centre-back at one point, but we've actually managed to get quite a nice Japanese defence. I do feel like if I could find an absolute giant of a striker, it could be very efficient here. But I guess that's why I've got Park 1-ill. 15 jumping reach, 14 heading. Like, this guy should be a bit of a bully. Chat, do I keep looking for a... I was about to say, do I keep looking for a striker or go to bed? But I know you'll be like, stay up! No sleep! Oh, this guy's big. He's got the jumping reach in there. Well, he might not have the heading, actually. Oh, okay, Bassy. So you can set... you can set cameras every stadium per preset. Yeah, for some reason on the Lille camera, by default, it's like high. Like, I don't know how to describe it other than that anything that happens on the near side is like cut off the camera. But when you press F1 and reverse it once, it doesn't flip the camera to the other side of the pitch, but it does lower it. I did try using, I tried using dynamic sideline in that stadium, and it was just pointing at a random point in the crowd. So I don't know if you've messed around with the cameras for Lille's stadium and maybe like it's misassigned or something. But I mean, there's no point in speculating. I'll just tell you, it broke. It don't work. Please fix. The skin I'm using is the control skin, which is spelt like CTRL. If you search FM Skin Builder on the internet, you'll find a lovely tool made by someone called Lotsgon, which is basically a tool that allows you to really easily install skins to Football Manager, because this year we have to patch over game files rather than just add in skin files. I need to find a striker. I feel like... Do I need another striker? I feel like Park 1-ill is just rated, like, really underrated by my staff. Like, they reckon Shimada is better than him. But chat, you can tell me if you think I'm wrong here. If you look at the star ratings, right, Shimada is better, allegedly. Like, how is Shimada better? Like, am I missing something? I know the star ratings aren't accurate. I know that's probably what it is. It's probably Park One-il is 19, low reputation in nation coming from South Korea. Sense it makes none. I kind of don't mind the fact that it's inaccurate. I just wish there was I wish there's a way you could assign your own star ratings. I just feel like your staff probably shouldn't be using star ratings to determine players' ability. This guy... Okay, chat. Spain always produces these crazy players, doesn't it, in the non-leagues? This guy could be insane. He could be an absolute bust. He wants to be a hot prospect. Do we just sign him and stick him in the youth team? I kind of want to. Every so often in Spain, you get these players who are absolutely demon. They're just demonic players that just generate in the lower leagues of Spain. I think just fuck it. Sign him, stick him in the youth team. He'll probably have 10 dribbling. We'll just boot the ball up to him. Like, if you're not looking in the 3rd division of Spain, you're not looking correctly. It's a shame that, like, getting Japanese nationality is so hard. But at least they don't need work permits. Like, if I can sign this guy to a long-term deal, then there's, like... come on. Come on. I've already given you a lot more money than you were asking for. Yeah, 7-year deal. Sign on the dotted line. They want him back on loan. Reject. With the size of the database I've got loaded, look how many real players these teams have in Spain. If you can't be bothered to trawl through the 3rd division of Spain, sometimes if you go to the national youth teams, you will find these players who are like playing in the 3rd division, and not for C teams as well. Like, a lot of these guys are playing for, like, you know, the B teams and C teams of bigger clubs. But because their reputations are low because they play in the lower tiers, it does mean they don't always get called up. Like, this guy plays for Olot. Have you ever heard of Olot, anyone? Anyone know Olot? Bryce Gonzalez. He looks unreal. Let's just sign him. Chat, this is my plan to make millions. If I was a real-life multi-millionaire, I'd just sign a load of players from the 4th division of Spain and 3rd division of Spain, and then just sell them on for money. Imagine if these guys are just better than all my actual players. I'm just signing them because we're doing a guide live. So there's not that many in the national team set, but you could just go for all the clubs in these 3rd divisions. All right, Brace, welcome to the club. I kind of scat signing these guys because they might be good. They're wanting a lot of money, but it's fine. If they want this much money for appearances, does anyone else just assume they must be good? Okay, you can have the yearly wage rise. I'll do it. I'll do it. I probably won't even be able to sell these guys. I mean, I just like signing them. It's just fun. They can join me, not develop, and then be released shortly later. It's a great plan. Is Olot not an affiliate of Barca? No idea. They could be. Okay, Iber's leaving the building. Can we wave goodbye to Iber? 3 goals in 14 last year. We've sold him for 950k. I want to be like, we've made our money back. Look, he saved us from relegation when we were first in J2, when we joined the club. He did his job. He's done his job. We sold him on for profit. Life's good. Now we reinvest it in Spanish non-league players. Chat, this guy's just called Sullivan. He must be. No one is just called Sullivan. You're just not. If you're called just Sullivan, you must be good. Scout all these players more. Bye, Bay. That is an but boo that man. Boo that man. Urawa have made an offer for Kamir. Absolutely not. Kamir is one of the gods of our team. He's one of the boys. Right, do we reckon these Spanish players are actually any good? I can only sign them as hot prospects. But they want a lot of money. The other guy's joining as well. I'm not going to look at one until I've got them both in. Are they going to be good? Place your bets, chat. Place your bets. I intentionally clicked through quickly there, so I didn't see the grade. I've signed 2 blokes from the Spanish 4th Division. Let's start with Manuel Quietglass. Pretty good. I mean, he's a leading J2 player who's 18. He's quick and he can finish. I mean, it could be better. But he's serviceable. I'll be honest, I was hoping he'd be a bit better than that. He's fine. We'll sell him on for profit. Right, what about the other guy? Brace. Okay, Brace is probably actually as good as my existing fullbacks. If I compare him compared to Mori... So, Mori is my backup on the bench who can play both sides. It's a shame that Brace is foreign. That sounds awful, doesn't it? But he can't be in the match squad. There you go. Brace is fine. Great signing. Sell them on for money in a year. They're just chilling in the reserve team anyway. Right, chat. It's the 1st of August. Does anyone else play Football Manager and always like try and stop on like the 1st of a month? I think this guy from Egypt's unreal, but I don't know if I can afford him. 6 to 9.4 million. If I use some clauses, I might be able to sign him. I think he's really, really good. Let's see. Let's see. Chat, I really don't have this money, but I need to win a Champions League. £8 million. I just pay 8 million for this bloke. I don't even have him fully scouted, but I feel like he must be good. Ignore the jumping reach. He's not big. That doesn't matter. If I sign him and he's bad, I've pretty much ruined the save game. He wants to be the star player. He must be. You don't ask to be the star player unless you are the boy. He wants a bonus for winning the Champions League. He believes in the project. I don't know if we can afford this. But I think he is absolutely unreal. He scored 2 goals in 5 for Egypt. Am I about to ruin this club's financial future? Quite possibly. You know, I said I was playing to the 1st of August. I'm playing till I sign this bloke. That's annoying. I'll tell you what, it's a good job we've got depth in the fullback areas this year. Awata's injured as well. Miura got injured too. We've got a lot of injury, chat. My starting wing-backs are both... Actually, okay. My second and third choice wing-backs are both injured. I hope that Gad is good, because I'm wedded to the idea of siding him now. Okay, chat. I can sign him. I have no idea how good he is exactly. It's going to cost me £8 million. It's a club record fee. I think he's really, really good. Okay. I'm going to hit confirm on this. I just want you to write in the chat your score out of 10 for how good as a signing he is. It's only a B, chat. It's only... Nah, fuck it. I think we ball. I think he's good. I'm going to sign him. I want you to give a score. I've hit accept. What have I done? Well, this is stupid. This is so stupid. You guys are just writing a score. We've not even seen how good he is yet. I think he's good. I think... Oh! Good signing. Great signing. I'll be honest, I think he's quite similar to Vargas. Let's check. Let's check. Bassy, mate, you are far too generous. Thank you for the 10 gifted, mate. Thank you, thank you. That is very kind of you. Is he good? He's inconsistent. It's all over, chat. It's all over. He's a star player. Is he in the Media Dream 11? No. Okay, that's unfortunate. I need to compare him, chat, to Vargas. Just so I have, like, context. Vargas was our big buy last year. When you see it like that, it's not as good as you hope, is it? Maybe he'll just play better in the match engine. 8 million. Look at the value, though, chat. Look at the value. Surely we can get a team in Egypt to buy him back. Like, he's good. Now I just have two of the same player. He'll get better. He'll develop. Because he's playing for Egypt, his reputation's good, so he'll get us more money. Right. Chat. Next stream we'll find out if he's actually any good or not. I don't know if we've been scammed or not. I think we'll decide if we've been scammed on how does he perform in the games when we play him. If we play him and he plays badly, chat, we was scammed. Oh, I hope he's good. When's our next stream? Fantastic question. Chat, I'm hoping to stream, I think Saturday. Let me just check when football is on Saturday. There's no football on Saturday, is there? Because it's the FA Cup. Am I right in thinking that? Yeah, I think we'll be live Saturday. If not, we'll definitely be live Sunday. I'm going out on Saturday, but I should be back not too late. So there should be a stream on Saturday, but I might be streaming Saturday having not seen the FA Cup, which as a Football Manager streamer makes, topics of discussion tricky. God, I hope this guy's good. I mean, the thing is, he's only just turned 20, so he's very, very young. I think he's good. I think... Chat, just tell me he's good. Make me feel better about... I mean, he can play quite well as an inside forward. I wish he was quicker. There's a lot to like. I'll just say that. There's a lot to like. It's pure cope. I don't know how to feel. Right. I'm going to hit Control S. I'm going to be back on Saturday. If not, definitely Sunday. But we're aiming for a Saturday night stream. I hope to see you guys for it. I'm going to be having nightmares about this for the next 48 hours. I'll see you later for more. Thank you for watching today, chat. Take it easy. Have a lovely Friday. And we will be back soon. God, I've just bought Gad. Gad's the kind of name I can definitely shriek at the top of my voice when he does bad. I can't wait.